Good evening. I'm just getting ready for D&D board night, which we're going to be doing online. But I wanted to answer a few questions about puppies and do a quick little video with babies. Oh, and I'm already getting attacked by puppies. Yes, attacked by puppies. It's not a bad way to go. Hello. So they have little collars on today. So a little fiery collar is the orange collared boy. And then the little one here, can't see the collar very well. There we go. This is Rose, the teal collared girl. Hello, Rose. Are you Rose? Yes, you're Rose. And then River is over here. Oh, River, you had a big supper. Look at that belly. Look at that belly. Yes. And then Canine is over here in the purple collar. And this is Bo in the green collar. And Mr. Pink in the pink. Yes, hello, Rose. I love you. I love you. What are you chewing over there? Osgood! Oh, you got a kibble. Okay, so Osgood in the yellow collar is hiding over in the other corner because he has a kibble which he's slowly chewing on, and he probably doesn't want stolen by everybody else. Okay, so people were asking about the different kinds of leashes. So, hi. Hello, Rose. So, one of the things with the leashes is you got to be careful about how long a leash is. So hi Rose. This is your typical 6-foot leash. However, there are a lot of 4-foot and 5-foot leashes out there. So you need to be very careful when purchasing a leash, because you can tell the difference between the blue is a 4-foot leash and the pink is a 6-foot. You're going to jump into that bucket, aren't you? You silly puppy. With the leashes as well, you have like the flat ones like this, and you also have the rounded ones. They come in different thicknesses. So it depends what you like as a feel. Are you eating that? Well, that's another point, is the material of the leash. You gotta be careful that they don't completely destroy it. Also need to be careful about how heavy this leash is. The weight of this leash alone would be uncomfortable for the puppies, and this clip would have a little one like Rose here. It would be hanging almost to the ground and it'd be quite heavy, so she might not enjoy the walks as much because she's uncomfortable. Oh, sorry, baby boy. There's also European style leashes which loop around your waist and then what are you doing? And then attach to the puppy. However, a European leash on a short puppy, you'll have to add an extra leash or you'll be dragging the puppy, poor thing. Honestly, if you just get a couple 6-foot leashes and you can tie one around your waist and one attached to the puppy, yes, I love you. You're pulling down my shirt. That's not YouTube appropriate. No, it's not. No, it's not. You also want to get something that's washable. Leather leashes are nice, but they do tend to gather a little bit of smell and are harder to keep clean. Okay, you just want to be the star of this video. There, smile at the camera. There you go. There you go, you goof. Okay, so also a question about harnesses versus collars. The one thing about a harness, oh, Mr. Pink, you just want a nap, eh? Oh, and Osgood is napping over in the corner. Sorry, it doesn't make for a good video for him. The harnesses, you want to fit a harness to the puppy. So it's a very hard thing to order online because and they also grow very quickly, so it can get very expensive as you keep needing to change the harness. A harness that has a front clip across the chest is better, so if they decide to pull, they kind of get turned so that they learn not to pull. If you have a clip right at the back of the harness, they'll try to pull like a sled dog. This is actually just a little cat harness to get the puppies used to wearing a harness. With the harnesses as well, especially with the fine puppy hair, where it rests, so underneath the little armpits and across the belly, you'll end up seeing a lot of matting. So a lot of people don't like the harnesses for the poodle puppies for that reason. Oh, yes, you're very sweet. Very sweet. I don't recommend any corrective training collars, especially at this age, until you get them into a puppy class where the trainer might request them. And then in those cases I would suggest the martingale collars. But we can talk about that later when they're a little older and ready for puppy classes. Yes, you're a good girl, River. You're a good girl, River. Oh, you're a good girl. For collars, there's many different types. I do like ones that have a quick release, but you have to be careful because some of them release far too quickly. And there we go. Oh, sorry, the neighbor's dog is barking again. Now, my mom actually sews these. Actually, you are wearing one right now. So, little Captain Jack's collar here has a little sleeve. And I find these little sleeves prevent them from matting, from their hair from matting. And Mom sews them up all sorts of different fabric. I absolutely love them, and they slip on to collars quite easily. Also makes it easier if I have either an ugly or a collar that I just don't want to get too worn or dirty. I'll just put one of the protective things over it. But the main idea is that it protects the hair. Now you saw I just kind of slid this on and off. For this age, they're only 5 weeks. I don't put them on tight. They can slip their collars at this age. I just don't want them choking. And if you keep pulling on your brother's collar, he will choke. You leave Mr. Pink alone. Oh, Mr. Pink was quite active earlier. I get the camera out. By the time I get the camera out, he's already sleeping. Poor guy. One other thing with collars is this is a very sparkly little collar. Actually, they're just the tiny ones were just cat collars that we get them used to wearing a collar starting around 3 to 4 weeks old, of course with supervision. The thing about these ones is they have a texture on the side that touches the puppy, and that can cause them to get some irritation, and they'll scratch and that. So you got to be careful what kind of material is in there. Yes. And, oh, I love you. The last thing is the ID tags on the puppies. Each of the puppies will come or go home with a little tag with our phone number on it, because I've heard too many horror stories about puppies being lost during travel. Fortunately, none of ours, and I'm just looking for a little bit of wood to knock on. Yeah, knocking on a mirror, that can't be good. Anyways, they will come with a little ID tag. However, they also are microchipped, but not everyone can do not everywhere can scan for microchips, and microchips sometimes do fail. So another thing that a lot of people will do is they will write with either a Sharpie or get it embroidered the phone number on the tag, or on the collar. And that way, even if the tags get ripped off, the collar still has a phone number on it. Well, I think that is a very long video. Sorry for the length, but I hope I answered a few questions today. And, oh, I think little Rose and little River, and oh, Captain Jack just went down for a nap. So I think these two are ready for a little walk, and we'll leave the others to have their nap. You're very distracting. You're making this video very hard. Yes, you are. Good girl, Rose. Good girl, River. Okay. You know what? You're going in the bucket for a second. There you go. Okay. All right, and I just don't want to step on you. Here, play with your sister. I'll come get you guys in a second.